Hey everyone, so I bought a gaming mouse from Wish for €7. So let's see what I got. So the first package arrived in this bag. I think it's a mouse, but it's got no box. So this should be really interesting to see if it's even still in one piece when I open this. So this is the package that it came in. It doesn't have a box and doesn't seem to be any protective packaging at all. So now I've got to try and open this without cutting whatever is inside. Okay. I think I've received mail that has more protective packaging than this. So, okay. And it's got a braided cable as well, although the cable is kind of thin, I'll be honest. Jesus Christ, what the hell is that? It's got the most huge USB connector. I think I've got Bluetooth and Wi-Fi receivers on computers that are smaller than this. This is massive. Look at the size of this. It's huge. Alright, I mean, it says for home or office use, although it did say it was a gaming mouse. So, I mean, you can play games in the home and office, I guess, but a 6D, whatever that means. It doesn't feel terrible, I'll be honest. The buttons click actually surprisingly well. The scroll wheel feels a bit 2010 kind of. It doesn't feel great. The clicking is okay. The buttons, oh my god, those are terrible. Maybe don't use the side buttons. And this is for changing the level of the DPI, the CPI on the mouse. We'll see if that actually works later. I think it's advertised at like 2000 DPI, which is quite high for a €7 mouse. To be honest, it's quite high for even a 20 or 30 euro mouse, but it's LED backlit. I don't see any buttons where I can change that, but I mean, maybe it just lights up. So curiously, it's also got like a capacitor thing on the cable. I don't think it's going to draw enough power to need one, but it's got one. Okay, well, I have to be honest, my first impression is, doesn't seem that bad. I mean, it definitely clicks pretty good. I mean, so the whole thing now is I'm just going to plug this in and see if it firstly doesn't blow my computer up by short circuit and something, and secondly, see if it even works. So let's go to my computer and have a look. So now we're at the computer. I'm going to plug this in and see how it looks and see how it turns out. Be interested to find out how good the LED lighting is on this. It's a little bit surprising. It doesn't feel terrible. Cable is fairly decent, although it's got the massive connector on, obviously. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Lighting is not bad, not too bad. So let's see how this thing tracks. I have to be honest, the feeling on the mouse mat is a little strange. Just for reference, I use this Logitech vertical mouse. These are really good, especially for your wrist, and I've been using this, and this mouse is about, I mean, in Swedish crowns, maybe about 1,000, let's say 100 euros, right? So, and then this mouse is 7. The actual pointer isn't too bad, but the feeling on the mouse mat itself, which is a Steel Series mouse mat, it's really smooth, it's really nice with the Logitech mouse, but it feels like paper with the €7 mouse. I'm just gonna browse around a little bit. Do you know, actually, I'm gonna take something back. When we was unpacking it and I said the buttons felt pretty good, I have to be honest, I mean, just switching to my Logitech one, they actually don't feel that great. I mean, I don't know if it's being picky or not, but they don't feel that great when I'm used to something, I want to say more expensive, sounds kind of elitist, but something that's got more care put into it, let's put it that way. Browsing around the web, let's just go on to some, I guess go onto YouTube, for example, and scroll with the mouse wheel. It's got kind of a 90s, early 2000s kind of feel to it. The mouse wheel it's pretty standard. I mean, but it's not terrible. It works. The question really is this a gaming mouse? No. I don't think this is a gaming mouse. I don't think that the smoothness works quite well. I mean, you could game with it, obviously, but I'm just going to go up and open the Wish page for this, just to give you an example of how little care probably goes into publishing these listings. This is called, okay, I kid you not, okay, I'm going to screen cap this. I'm going to put it in the video as well so you can see. The actual name of this mouse is Fashion USB Computer Gaming Mouse Laptop Gamer Air Para Yogos Games Mouse Game Mouse with an A Rapu Mice Raton Ergonomic Iron Man. That's literally what it's listed as. It does look like the picture. It says 2000 DPI, maybe. I'm gonna change the setting on it, see if that actually it does. That does seem to work. I'm pressing the DPI button on the mouse. It does work. I mean, it says interface USB. Package, yes. No, not package. An envelope package is not packaging. Application desktop laptop. Number of buttons 6. Yes. Now, weirdly, on this listing, it says Wi-Fi range 2 meters. There is no Wi-Fi in this mouse, so we'll be very clear. If you're reading this listing and you see a mouse that's wired and it also says it's got Wi-Fi range or any kind of Bluetooth or something like that, that's not a thing, because it says type wired. So, style 3D. I mean, I would hope so. It's not a trackpad, and it says finger. Well, I'm assuming you're not going to use your foot to use the mouse, so I hope it's for fingers. Wireless technology supported. Mices can be wireless, but this is not. Orientation both hands. No, you cannot use your hands for. No, you do not use your left pinky press buttons that you would also use for your thumb. That doesn't work. But it's €7. So what can I say? It's fine. It's not a gaming mouse, but if you had a budget, and let's say you spend, all your budget on a graphics card and a CPU, could you use this mouse to play games with? Yes. Will it work fine? Yes. How long will it work? I don't know. The build quality is not terrible. It's actually got quite a nice rubber coating on it, so it's actually quite surprising. So although I won't use this mouse myself, it does look quite cool if you're into this kind of style. It doesn't really have any rough edges. I mean, I'm just trying to move some stuff around to see if anything's kind of come off. It doesn't have anything like that. So the braided cable is nice. I mean, the USB connector for the computer is absolutely ginormous. My partner has USB sound card that's smaller. I don't know why they needed such a massive connector for that. They actually could have put it in the mouse. They could have put some of the components in the mouse to weigh it down. Quite light, but it's not as light as you would expect. I can't say buy it. For €7, it's worth it, I think. That was a surprise for my first Wish product review. So I'll see you in the next video.